Hey, news crew. So, we are back with several quick news reports. So, please make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Thank you. All right, so let's just run through some of the hot topics from this week. Now, each topic will receive about 60 seconds of shine before we move on to the next. And just a friendly reminder, I won't go too deep into each story, but I will provide you the meat and potatoes until our next live on Friday morning. So let's get into it. Now, here's a story that's never going to die. So, last week, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle completed a comedy set in the UK at the O2 Arena. And let's just say they both had words for Will Smith. Chris Rock basically said, "Fuck your apology video," and his response on whether it hurt or not was, "Yes, that shit hurt. He played Ali, and I can't even play Floyd Mayweather." Now, at their show in Liverpool's M&S Arena, Chappelle went on to tell the crowd, Will did the impression of a perfect person for 30 years, and he ripped his mask off and showed us he was as ugly as the rest of us. And whatever the consequences are, I hope he doesn't put his mask back on again and lets his real face breathe. I see myself in both men. Baby, it doesn't look like there will be a reconciliation between Chris and Will anytime soon, but I'll be watching. So, over the weekend, Tiffany Haddish found herself in deep doo-doo after a lawsuit alleging her of child sexual abuse was filed. Now, the 22-year-old woman identified as Jane Doe, who filed the suit, has also made a request in a letter to the District Attorney George Gascon on Monday to arrest and prosecute both Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, stating in her letter that this matter's breadth and complexity require your jurisdictional powers and resources to tackle and end the stream of depravity committed by Haddish and Spears, and that my brother and I are prepared to speak with investigators and prosecutors from your office and provide you with irrefutable evidence that substantiates our allegations. Now, Haddish broke her silence about the allegations in an Instagram post on Monday, telling fans that there is very little that I can say right now. Baby, we will be staying tuned and I will be watching. So, it's been a while since there's been conversation about these two talented women together in the media, and many fans have wondered, are they still hanging out? Well, Jason Lee seemed to have spilled some tea during his Hollywood Unlocked show. Now, everything from here on out is allegedly and told by Jason Lee and not me. So apparently what had happened was NeNe set Tamar up with some guy and they all went on a double date. And then sometime later, NeNe then sets that same guy up with another friend of hers and they then take a trip to Miami. Now, yes, that's some shady ass shit. At least let Tamar know she wasn't the guy's type, which is why, to me, a friendship between NeNe and Tamar was suspect. NeNe should be trying to be friends with Tony and not Tamar. Too many years apart for me. Anyways, Jason Lee continued to share how Tamar was hurt by the situation, and in my opinion, rightfully so if true. I'll be watching. So, Lil Fizz made some very interesting claims during B2K's minus Omarion's Drink Champs interview. During their conversation, one story in particular Fizz mentioned was super funny. Fizz told the host the story of why Omarion allegedly went solo back in the day. So he claimed it started on tour and over a girl. No surprise there. He says, I was smashing old girl the whole tour and that Omarion had a breakdown once hearing the news. He says Omarion was like, I really liked her, bro. And Fizz goes on to say, bro, that's not your girl. What's up? You cool? Now, when asked who the mystery woman was, Lil Fizz explained this was a random that was on the road with us. Now, here's my thing. If this is true, Omarion has been disrespected by Fizz time and time again. Yikes, no wonder he ain't dealing with them. Omarion responded on Twitter trying to be deep by saying, don't be so gullible, do your research and ask the right questions, admit your shortcomings and keep it moving. Well, I'll be watching. Per the Daily Beast, Bishop Lamar Whitehead, in two separate lawsuits filed Friday, is seeking $20 million each from YouTubers King Jive and Reid. Now, the filing against King Jive claims the YouTuber took to his channel to tell his 80,000 subscribers that Whitehead was drug dealing and had last month been wearing the same jewelry that he got robbed in. And the lawsuit against Reid accuses him of slandering Bishop Whitehead by writing he scammed people out of money and would be locked up in about 3 months. The lawsuit states, as a result of the defendant's conduct, plaintiff lost business deals, church members, and income, and that the defendants are liable to plaintiff for defamation, libel per se, and slander per se. Now, I will definitely keep my eyes and ears to the street on this one. So, Kim has finally answered the one question we all have wanted to know as she bared her glutes for the Interview magazine American Dream issue. She was asked, "What are you famous for?" To which she replied, "Just because we're not singing and dancing and acting on the show doesn't mean that the fame didn't come from that. But then I would write that as a hashtag, not bad for a girl with no talent, because people used to be like, well, what do you do? What's your talent?" And I'm like, didn't know I needed one. She also noted she is capable of giving someone a million fucking talents, and also noted the role magic plays in her success. Kim, let's face it, you're famous from a sex tape. Get a grip. Now, Kanye is saying that he wants out of his Adidas contract due to what he believes is a breach. Adidas isn't commenting on the matter as of yet, but Kanye has vowed to keep commenting until he gets his desired resolution. And the options appear to be between getting more money and power at Adidas or a complete breakup with the company that helped him reach billionaire status. Kanye is currently under contract with Adidas until 2026, so the end of this dispute may not be imminent. Many of Kanye's anti-Adidas posts have been directed toward Daniel Cherry, the new senior vice president and general manager of Adidas. See, Kanye believes Daniel Cherry, a newcomer to Adidas after making the jump from DC Comics earlier this year, is the primary person making decisions for Yeezy footwear without his approval. And he also hates Daniel Cherry's hat a lot. This, to me, appears like Adidas wants their money's worth at the expense of copying Kanye's work. And I'll be watching. Now, news crew, let me know your thoughts on NeNe Tamar, Chris Rock, Tiffany Haddish, Omarion B2K, Reid and King Jive, and Kanye and Kim Kardashian. And please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you know when the next video drops. And until next time, deuces.